Hi everyone. For this week's video, I've had a lot of people ask me about what are some techniques and tools that they can do with children. So whether it's a child who has a hard time focusing and calming down before they start to do an assignment, maybe they look at the paper and they see 8 paragraphs and they're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get through all these paragraphs? Or maybe it's a child who gets anxious before a test. Maybe it's a child who has been diagnosed with PTSD, ADHD, anxiety, anything. So when they're put into certain environments, it really triggers them and allows them to start feeling really overwhelmed. So a couple tools I've put together for each of these people that I'm actually going to make into a program, but for now, I'm just going to give you a few free tools that you can use. One is to do a mini yoga Nidra with them. So allowing them to, if they're comfortable, close their eyes. If not, allow their gaze to be soft. Maybe ask them to look forward and down onto the desk or the floor, wherever they are. And then just slightly telling them to relax their forehead, relax the right side of your head, relax the left side of your head, and relax the whole of your head. Depending on the age of the child and the circumstances, you will have to decide what's best. So using your intuition in that way, maybe the child can only focus for a minute. So maybe just choose like 8 body parts. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms, relax your back, relax your stomach, relax the right side of your body, left side of the body, back of your body, front of the body, the whole of the body, and the skin on the body. So that could be all you do is slowly go through those body parts. If, say, this is someone in high school and they do want those extra 3, 4, 5 minutes, you can really slow it down, going into the collarbones, back to the shoulder blades, relaxing the ribs. So really getting them to slow down, but also come back to their body. Another one I do with a lot of younger children is getting them to place their hands on their belly or onto their ribs, and then telling them to inhale and exhale. So instead of just sitting there, letting their hands just sit wherever, getting them to put their hands somewhere in the body to allow them to feel the belly to rise and fall, allows them to stay a little more focused, and then they're slowing down their breath. A lot of times I'll ask them, how does that feel? And they're like, it feels really good. So that's something you can do. Another one is taking the thumb onto the index finger, move the thumb to the middle finger, thumb to ring, thumb to pinky, and just doing that as they breathe. So we have like meridians on the ends of our fingers. So when they touch, it's actually promoting relaxation and stimulating those meridians. It gives them something to do with their hands, and they're still able to focus on something else, which is the movement, and connecting to their breath. Another option is doing the same thing with the fingers and adding a mantra. So it could be peace begins with me. It could be I am awesome and cool. I am relaxed. I am going to have a great day. You can make it up on the fly. Choose a bunch of different things or just choose 1 or 2 things to say. And sometimes that like extra repetitive information really helps slow them down. Another one is you could add mantras if that's okay with the family and the child, and not something like too elaborate, but Sat Nam is basically just honoring who you are, the truth of who you are inside. So sometimes I'll say inhale, saying Sat, exhale, Nam. You can say it out loud or just in their heads, just silently saying it, following the breath. Lots of little different things that you can do to encourage that slowing down. Something else that I've noticed works with children is covering up the piece of paper and then just showing a sentence or so at a time. So again, they're just focusing on what they need to focus on right now. And a lot of it has to do with confidence. So if you can tell the child, like, you got this, We're going to take as much time as you need. What works best for you? It's okay. Let's read through this and we're going to go through this. So really encouraging confidence while also supporting and promoting the child's well-being. It's also really good to tell them what's coming next. We're going to do this paragraph, then we're going to do this one. Once we're finished with this, we'll have a bathroom break, and then we're going to move on to this. So if you're someone who's tutoring, or if you're just a teacher in the school system, or you're even a parent at home, just really laying it out for the child so they aren't surprised as to what's coming next. Maybe this is also a child that needs a little bit more routine, because again, there's less surprises, more for them to get used to, more for them to be able to know what's coming next, which increases their confidence. Oh yes, I've done this before. Oh yes, I know how to follow up through this. Oh, I can do this. Okay. It's really increasing their confidence and giving them the tools to feel as though they're in control. Another option I suggest is giving them 2 options. So sometimes we're like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Do you want to go here? Or we're just telling them, this is it. But if you give them 2 options, so maybe it's like, here's this one assignment, and we have this assignment. We got to do both. Which one would you like to do first? So it gives them that little bit of control to be like, I make a decision for myself. But really, either way, you're going to end up doing both assignments. So you know that you're the one in control helping them through this, but you're working with them for an overall result and objective together. So empowering them and empowering yourself. One last thing, because there's so many more things I could say, but one more thing is adding even little stretches. There's one song that I really love, the Butterfly song. I do it in all my kids' yoga classes, and I definitely are going to make a video someday when the yoganow.ca is live for kids and children, that you just put this song on. It's really short, and just listen to the words. So you can get them to just sit and move their arms up and down like a butterfly. You can sit in butterfly pose, which is seated, feet together, knees out, and move the knees up and down. Following the song, there's sleep like a butterfly. I just do it by folding forward, or I'll move my hands side to side. Stretch like a butterfly, moving the arms up, maybe out in front of you. And that's just a nice, gentle song. Again, they can get used to. Maybe it's the way you open up a class or close it. And it's really fun, but also really cute. And I really enjoy it. Like, they'll go home and sing it, and then everyone needs to know it. And then you just need to keep making up random things for it. So that could be something that is fun, but also a great way to transition in between activities or to add that familiar aspect. If you have any questions further, feel free to email me. Juliane, Juliane at yoganowe.ca. I'd love to work with you and answer any of your questions. We could also put a program together specifically for your child's needs, your classrooms, anything that you feel called towards. Sometimes it's just noticing in an environment like, something could be different. Let's see what we could do here. So it's just knowing and recognizing that, whether it's just you're walking by a door and you're like, I don't work here, but I'd like to offer this. So anything that you feel called, that you feel that there's a way to make something of the highest good for all, send me an email. I'd love to help you out with that. Also, please subscribe to the Now Show. NOWE is my last name, and I use that as a play on words because we're living in the now. Please subscribe on YouTube and to iTunes or Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. Each week, I give a free episode, and please share them too, or screenshot that you're listening to it and tag me in it, and I'll give you a little shout out on my pages. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know when you try any of these, how it goes. I always love feedback. I hope you have a great day.